So welcome back
Morning.
to the AM podcast.
Yeah, welcome. Sorry, yeah, bit tired. Bit of a
Morning.
poopy boy. Yeah, welcome back to the AM podcast. This is episode 8. This is the last one of this chunk of 4 that we've done. So yeah, I'm wearing the same clothes. Ash, suck it up. Seems to bother you more than it bothers me. Right.
For this episode, we're doing Would You Rather questions. We have no idea what these ones are going to be, so it's going to be fine at us, and we're going to have to think of it on the spot. As you've seen, we're notoriously good at doing thinking on
Would
the
you
spot.
rather?
The horse's name was Friday.
3 men walk into a bar.
Ouch.
You're ruining
Read
it.
my lips.
Read my
Ruin
lips.
it.
You're ruining it. Nah, I'm at that point where, I've been going flat out now since like 7 o'clock, so my brain is beyond the point of working and saying anything intelligible. Not that I say that anyway.
I've gotten very good at faking it.
Yeah, fake it till you make it. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, welcome back. We hope you've had a good week since the last episode.
We hope you're having a good start to your week. And hope you're opening it up with another one of our
Leave
podcasts.
us a comment as to whether you've had a frivolous week or not. Has your week been frivolous? You know what it means?
Yeah.
Frivolous. Go. Description here. Yeah. If your week has been this word that is still awkwardly going to hang here for the next 30 seconds, tell us, has your week been frivolous?
That's the definition.
If so, please tell us why. Leave a comment, like, subscribe. We're happy to.
We will be replying to every comment.
We will.
I just want to see your reaction. I will come through. And
Yeah, no,
reply
I
to
don't
every
mind doing
comment
it, provided I've got some time.
1 a.m.
Yeah.
when I'm bored.
1 a.m.
Podcast.
Okay, yeah.
Well,
So, providing your week's been frivolous, like, comment, subscribe, even if it's been unfrivolous or infrivolous. What would be the incorrect? A-frivolous. Tell us, how's your week been? Are you enjoying the podcasts? Tell us so. Remember to be asking us questions ready for that special episode we've got coming up.
And if
Possibly
you're
it's
not
episode
enjoying
9. Ooh.
please tell us
we could
in
do
the
it.
funniest way you can think of.
We could do it in episode 10. We could do that question stuff for episode 10. The famous
yeah.
episode 10.
So for episode 10, we've just decided on the spot, but we're going to pretend
This
that we
is
had this
it, and
planned
we're
all,
definitely gonna forget
all
this.
along.
Definitely going to forget.
But episode 10 is when we're going to react to your questions and comments.
Yeah, please keep leaving them every week. We're going to get a whole stash. Think of something funny. It could be a riddle. It could be a question. It could literally be anything. You could ask us how big the sun is. We might not know.
Or
but
make a joke.
Try and tell us a joke.
Roast us.
Rather you didn't do that.
I can take it.
Yeah, fuck it. Roast
Yeah,
us. Why not?
roast us. Episode
Roast us.
10. That is going to be the first special we do, I reckon.
Yeah, cool. No doubt. Episode 8, let's go. Would you rather? Alex, what's our first? Rather would I?
Fire away.
Right, the first one is, would you rather have the ability to see 10 minutes into the future or 150 years into the future?
10 minutes.
150.
What use would that give you?
Because you can then look into the future 150 years and then have a look at stuff from 10 minutes in the future.
Okay.
Just Google it. If
Hear me
it's
out.
still Google by then.
You're sat in a restaurant.
Yep.
You order some food.
You
You
want to know
look
how it
10
comes.
minutes in the future, that food comes out and you try a bit and it's dog shit. You can go back in the moment and be like, excuse me, can I change my order? Boom. Life hacked.
Yeah, but then you could go 150 minutes into the future and then also find out a lot
150
of numbers
years
for
in
every,
more.
150
for every
years.
year.
150 years.
Into the future.
Yeah, that was
That was the would you rather
understand that was the
question.
thing, not
10
150
minutes or 150
years.
years.
I
You
swear I said
you've
years.
just said
Did I say
minutes.
I meant
Yeah,
years.
this is what
I
was
meant
spinning me
years.
out. I was like,
No,
my man-
150 years into the future, yeah. Find out all the lottery numbers for every year preceding the one you're in.
That-
Sorted.
I don't think you can make it that
no,
specific.
you see 150 years
This
from
is
now.
would you rather, and I'm telling you why I would. It's up to me.
You're
So
thinking
yes, I
that you're going to
fucking
see
can.
every year for 150 years. It is 150 years' time that you're going to see.
Yeah, but I'll be dead, so what am I going to see? Black?
maybe,
Is it in my
maybe you don't know.
This is why it's the...
So why
yeah.
is that an option? Okay, you can have this completely useless one.
You chose it.
Yeah, but it wasn't framed that way.
Right.
You're now saying I can only see 150 years into my future. Well, bitch, I'm dead, so it's not even a choice. So let's say I can just see
he's now
generally.
like, jokes on you. I'm going to memorise the lottery numbers from 150 years' time.
fuck
I'm going to
you.
go win the lottery when I'm 170.
150 years to win the lottery. After so many years, I'll be able to afford
This is why
immortality.
10 minutes. Yeah, this is why 10 minutes is better.
Yeah, you just picked 10. I think
Because-
10
Yeah, but I
minutes
didn't
is
realize
a
there was
better
only
option.
150 years of your future.
What were you
Why is it,
expecting?
no one lives past 150, so why is it an option?
Well, even if you could see 150 years into the future at one point,
Then what?
you're still not going to be able to go, oh, what are all of the lottery numbers? What, every lottery number
through
ever.
the
Quick.
archives.
And then how are you then
And
going to
even
remember
still,
every single one of
Here's
them?
an
with
interesting-
myself that in exactly 150 years from this point right now, you are going to look through the internet of every lottery numbers ever, and then I'm just going to look at that.
Here's an interesting thought. If you were to look into the
Noted.
future and get the lottery numbers, would the lottery numbers still be the same?
Well, it depends how far you want to go into the butterfly effect of shit, but I'm going to say yes.
I don't
So
think
we
they
don't
would.
tangent for 10 minutes on this conversation of how if
Yeah,
a
but even
butterfly
still-
flaps its wings in Australia, do
Bro,
we then get a hurricane
if
here?
the circumference of an anal incision is 45 millimeters, how much jet fuel can you power a micro with?
Can you still classify this as being going off on a tangent? Is that still what this is?
I can tell you all
No, we've
about
got
tangents.
150 years, mate. We're fine.
I can tell you all about tangents. It's like an orange, but a bit smaller.
That's a
I
tangerine.
thought it was a line on a diagram.
We're all just fucking this up.
All right, anyway, next question. All right.
Next one.
Would you rather
Pointless option.
be in jail for 5 years or be in a coma for 10 years?
I'd go for a coma for 10. Yeah, I'd miss more of a life, but it'd be like sleeping. Straight back up. Plus, I get to live another cool
I mean,
life.
people who've been in comas would describe it as being like instantaneous. Like to them, like if they've been, if it was I think the one I saw, they'd been in a coma a week, but it was like instantaneous. It was like just having a
Well,
night
I imagine
sleep.
it's just like sleeping.
Yeah.
Your body
That,
just,
and you've got
yeah.
to think of the like real world implications of it. Is if you're in jail, that's going to affect your life.
Yeah, but when
proceeding.
you wake up from a coma, your credit score's not really been affected because you've not been spending
You've
nothing.
been saving that money.
Yeah,
Oh,
that money that
that
you've
interest.
got,
It's gaining
that
0.4p
1% interest.
0.4p interest every year.
Now tell me that isn't just a big money
40
move.
pence richer.
I was thinking prison for getting in shape, but then I realised I'm too pretty for prison,
That's
so it
just
won't go
bad
too
maths.
well.
I've just figured that out. If I get 0.4p a year, that's not 40. Never mind. I fucked
Maths.
up.
Well,
I
this
don't
isn't
give
the
a
quiz. This
Maths
isn't a
was
quiz.
too
You don't
early.
need
Yeah,
to know the
it's not
answer
a
to
quiz
that.
anymore.
So.
That was a whole week ago, Mez. Can you believe that quiz was a
I
week
know,
ago?
time flies when you're a piece of shit.
Time flight. Yeah, I can say, and it'd be the first time I've slept properly.
You might have to
since
learn how
I
to
was
walk
2.
again now.
How old are you to assume I can walk? Have you seen me walk? I plod. I'm like an ape.
You have to learn how to plod all over again.
For sakes.
All right, next. Let's go to the next one.
Well, I mean, if you've been imprisoned, you'd have to learn to walk again.
That's a thinker.
That's a thinker. You probably don't want to think about that one too much.
Rob
So let's go
Dustin.
on to the next one. Would you rather be chronically underdressed or overdressed?
Underdressed. I'm always chronically underdressed.
Overdressed. Center of attention. Big ego.
I'd rather be underdressed. I'm always underdressed. Literally, my dress code 90% of the time is shorts and something like a jumper. So it's just me.
I mean,
anyway.
I think if you're in the UK specifically, I don't think it matters too much because you're always going to either be
I think
too
it's
cold.
almost as well. It's clinically impossible to underdress in the UK.
Yeah. Well, you could
Well, I mean,
Show
unless
up
you're
in
going
your
like
pants.
maybe a wedding.
Well, yeah, but even
I mean,
still,
it depends on the activity, maybe.
Yeah.
Because if you're out somewhere really, say climbing a
Question is,
mountain
but would
in
you,
your swimming
to do
if
trunk.
it.
that's the case, would you turn up overdressed or underdressed to an orgy?
Underdressed.
Yeah, but you've said overdressed.
Yeah, but
Just turn up as like so.
And not just overdressed, chronically overdressed.
Chronically
so you're going to be
overdressed.
like,
I'd
you're
make it a
like
fun
layered
challenge.
up to the
It'd
max.
It would be like pass the parcel, but it's pass the mez. Whoever gets me last gets this.
Guess the prize.
Also, what kind of overdress is it? Is it like too many layers?
Oh,
Is it too
think
many
about
layers
That.
or
Think
is
about
it
that.
Like
dressed
Elton John, you've got
Like Elton John from Kingsman, where he's just got that weird cockatoo dress on. Is it overdressed fancy or overdressed layers?
They make for a fun game of strip poker.
We could go like layers wise.
Augurs have layers. I'd go underdressed.
Nah, I like my pass the parcel theory. What's the theory? Idea.
Cool. What we got next?
Right. This one's a bit. I think it's a bit not in the same vein as the last
me.
ones. Would you rather lose your sight or lose your memories?
Memories, too much trauma.
I think I'd go to sight. I'd rather lose my sight.
You just want to be Daredevil.
Well, yeah, there is that. And I feel like I've had a lot of good memories, and I wouldn't want to lose those.
Oh, you made me want to change my answer.
Like, like
Your memories you would forget everything.
yeah.
Not just like, oh, you'd remember your
But
mez.
also, think of all the just as a small example, all the TV shows or films you've watched, and you thought, "Fuck, I'd love to watch that again for the first time."
Yeah, but
You'd
you
get
wouldn't
to do it
know
all
that.
over again.
You wouldn't know that you want to watch them again. You wouldn't. You
I'd
wouldn't
figure it out though.
the feeling, yeah, but the feeling that you're on about receiving is sort of that nostalgia. You wouldn't get that. Wouldn't remember it.
But I'd get the enjoyment again. I wouldn't remember that I'd watched it before. Okay, yeah.
The only issue with being blind is then I can't watch any more of the things. So that's
Yeah.
the only issue. But I'd rather.
I mean, if
I'd
is it
rather
just-
lose my sight.
Is it just me losing my memories and everyone else remembers and can remind me and just say this happened? Sort of like Fast and Furious with Letty. Like she forgets, but everyone else remembers.
Well, no, but yeah, I'm saying, as much as they would try to remind you, you wouldn't then just go like.
in an argument.
I'm not using it as an argument. I'm asking for an example.
Yeah, but the Fast and Furious franchise just die.
After sort of 5.
5 was good. I like the soundtrack to 5 as well.
That is the most sad.
Edina Nora and Sinjetta.
Danza Kuduro.
And then it's as if you've seen the SpongeBob meme where it's like Minyoy.
Oh, the little scribble guy.
Yeah.
What was his name?
Me Doodle, you SpongeBob.
Doodle Bob.
Doodle Bob.
Doodle Bob.
Doodle Bob.
Oh no, it's you Doodle, me SpongeBob. Minyoy. Starts chasing him with a pencil, doesn't he?
To rub him out with it.
Yeah, rub him one off.
I said rub him out. You said rub him off.
No, you definitely said that.
No,
You've been
I don't think
outed.
that's how this works.
You're mad.
Anyway, would you rather have universal respect or unlimited power?
Unlimited power. What does it mean by unlimited power? That's a very broad. Like,
With power,
Yeah, but
does
what
respect
is
not
power?
come with it? Like,
but what power are we
so
talking?
would you be leading by fear, but people don't respect you, or you could be lead with respect?
I
don't know.
would want to lead by people fearing the fact of how much they love me. I know that has nothing to do with.
So
the
that's
question.
so you pick respect then.
No, I'd pick power. Yeah, but what is power? What are we
Yeah.
defining as power?
No, so unlimited power is your Superman.
Power.
Superman
like literal
kind of power.
powers, or be respected by everyone.
Surely
So
the
I can either
respect will
have
come with powers.
superpowers or have everyone respect me. Fucking superpowers. Fuck what people think. I'm taking
Yeah, I'd go
superpowers.
powers.
No question.
Because the next time somebody like cuts in front of me when I'm driving, I'll just like get out my car, fly towards them, and like bash them off the road.
Why would you be in a car if you could fly?
I've got to blend in a bit, bro. Come
Yeah,
on.
like imagine someone pulls up in front of you with road rage, comes out to threaten you, and then you just start flying.
Like that
and
lorry
looking
that nearly
down on
killed
him
us
like
the other week.
Superman.
I could just like go and grab the lorry, stop it, and be like, "You got a problem, bruv?" And they'd be like, "I didn't think so." What's the old? Leave me alone.
If you like have superpowers,
Unlimited
everyone
power.
would probably respect you anyway.
I'd go the Emperor Palpatine route and go for the unlimited power.
I don't think that's a bad shout at all. All right, next one. Would you rather be 11 feet tall or 9 inches tall?
I'm already.
So
9 inches
basically, either what I am or tall.
tall. You see, that's difficult because I'd just rather be neither.
At that point, at 11 feet, your body barely functions. You hear about them like giants, like the
Yeah, but
tallest
at
man
9
who's, like,
inches tall, bro.
dies dead early.
That's like 9 of my cocks. Like that's tiny, bro.
That's 18 of mine.
But that's it. Like 9 inches tall. It's got to be like. Surely that's no bigger than like my foot.
Baby, do you want to have 6 inches? We could have sex 4
Actually,
times.
that'd be dead funny. Imagine being that small. That'd be funny as fuck. Imagine the amount of like fuckery you could do that small.
9 inches
Like somebody's.
that. And
like,
this is
imagine
on camera,
hiding-
on camera, it's like from here to
Somebody's
like
somebody's
there.
like plugging something in. Do you know when somebody's like you're down the side of your bed trying to plug something in? You could just sit under the bed like unplugging it or tickling them or something.
Just tickle the feet.
They're like, ah! Like, I
Is
love
this a
that.
person you know? Or
I've broken into somebody's
in.
home
What are they
just to
going
fuck
to do?
with them.
See me?
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck off.
And then it'd be like,
9
have you
inches
seen
tall,
that
you're not
video with the-
invisible.
Yeah, but you can hide.
You can hide very
Can
easily.
hide very
Have you seen that
easily,
video
yeah.
of where somebody's replaced like in
Think
Crufts,
how much
Shrek
food,
running
how
around in
much less
Crufts?
money you'd spend on food.
It looked like
because
that.
every portion is a big portion.
You'd have to portion it up correctly though, like because if you buy like a pizza, the amount of that you're going to get through, a lot of that's going to go to waste.
You're going to buy a pizza that's bigger than you if you're 9 inches. I'd choose 9 inches to just starve myself.
I feel like there's fun to be had being that small. I feel like being that tall would just be miserable because you're having to duck all the time. You don't fit in most fucking doorways. Your body doesn't work. You die earlier.
Let's go with, but it doesn't hinder you like physically. You'd be 11 foot tall, but you'd be like fine. You'd like your bones would be like dense enough to support you and stuff like that.
9 inches. I want the
Yeah,
fuckery.
still 9
I just
inches,
go for
yeah,
the fuckery
still.
factor, mate. Honestly, like imagine how annoyed would you be if you were trying to plug something in and you didn't know I was there and I was like,
Imagine how much hate you'd get if you went to like a gig or something, or any sort of crowd watching thing like you're at the cinema and whoever sat behind you just fucked.
yeah,
Everyone would hate it.
looking like
At
Mel.
least we'd never lose each other on a night out.
Yeah, I can say, but like, I could see him.
Yeah, if you're 9 inches tall, you're never finding anyone.
Yeah, so, what's that going over there?
Just stood on the DJ deck spinning.
Yeah, I can say I'd be running around on the DJ decks if I was 9 inches tall, mate. That'd be mint.
Basically a treadmill at that point.
Yeah, I can say that'd be sick. You'd be like Ant-Man, bro. And Ant-Man's the most powerful Avenger.
I'm not going to touch that.
He could have killed Thanos way easier than any of the rest of them could have. Insert himself in the old rectal cavity.
Yeah. Expand.
Or is Thanos so strong that he would try and Ant-Man would try and make himself bigger and he would just get crushed by Thanos's ass.
His arse will clench to the
Can we
size
get a
of a pea.
fact check on that?
No, I think that's depends. Like, I think it all depends on like which variation of characters you're using. Because obviously, like
multiverse.
MCU Ant-Man is like one of the most powerful Ant-Men we've seen in comics and stuff. And then MCU Thanos is a bitch compared to like Thanos in the comics. What's next?
All right. So both of you, first part of this is, who is your like hero? Like a person you sort of like look up to, maybe can be either a celebrity or someone you know personally. I think it's better if you pick a celebrity because it suits the thing.
Seriously. Okay.
Ray William Johnson.
Ray William Johnson.
Shout to be fair. I'm gonna go like more, maybe like Schumacher.
Michael Schumacher. All right. Okay. So, would you rather throw up on your hero or have your hero throw up on you?
Throw up on me, I can make money off that bitch. Michael Schumacher threw up on this t-shirt, eBay.
Even still, I think I'd choose throw up on.
To be
Ray
fair, that
Johnson.
sounds like something Ray William Johnson would do.
Yeah, I'd throw up on Ray William Johnson because it's a talking point.
I mean, for sure.
Like,
That is a title. I threw up on.
yeah,
Insert your celebrity of choice here.
I threw up on your celebrity crush, Ray Will Johnson. As well, I'm not going to explain who Ray Will Johnson is. Most people watching this should know who he
Ray
is.
Will.
If you don't know who RWJ is, you're doing something wrong with your life. Go and Google it. Go and then come back and watch us again. All right? Bye.
Robert Downey Jr.
Welcome back, Robert Downey Jr.
Next question.
All right, let's go with this one. Would you rather spend a week in a forest or a night in a real haunted house?
Week in a forest because I make like that city you see. Oh, what's the city called in Endor? The Ewok village. Remember it?
Yeah, like a little Oompa Loompa village going on.
Yeah, bro. I'd make a sick Ewok. I'm like, yep.
You don't have to forget English. You can remember English.
No,
you don't have.
opting to
You're going
forget.
to
You
forget.
sound like the droid from Rebels then. What's that one called? The orange one.
AP5.
Yeah. Yip, yip.
What? Chopper.
That's it.
Oh.
Yeah. No, I am opting out of English.
Out of
And I
English.
will
So that wasn't part of it, but you can. I suppose we'll allow that.
I
We'll
know,
allow
I'm
it.
choosing.
Yeah.
I'm going well in for this. I'm going to go for living in a forest and literally becoming an Ewok. I will literally become Warwick Davis.
I can any time Warwick Davis is mentioned,
You just thinking that him on a tightrope where it's going
Hang on, there's a shimmy going on here. Try leaning forward.
Yeah, I'd go with Forest as well because fuck ghosts. Because like, what are you gonna do to counter a ghost that attacks you? Throw something at it? No.
But the ghost doesn't have to be a
Or is
violent.
it gonna be like Casper?
The biggest thing is everybody seems to
be
think
a
that ghosts
friendly
are aggressive. Like, imagine just sitting down, like, Demi Lovato sung to a ghost. They can't be that aggressive, because if Demi Lovato sung to me, I'd be fuming.
I think
I was gonna
that might have been the drugs.
Yeah, well, there is that. She's definitely still on heroin with shit like that, isn't she?
Can we get a fact check? No, Lovato is not on.
Definitely still is. I'm going for... You can get the fact check, and then you get an Alex fact check. Right
We're
here.
just-
Demi Lovato.
Which
still
is the
on
next? Would
heroin.
you rather? Do you like being big spoon, little spoon? Demi Lovato walks in. Did someone say spoon?
Did somebody say spoon? Bont spoon?
Yeah, I'm going with Forest because at least then I know what's coming at me because I have a basic understanding of the autonomy of animals, whereas ghosts, fuck knows what they're gonna do.
Would you rather win £25,000 or your best friend win £100,000?
I'd go best friend 100k because hoping with my best friend, I'm not even going to make eye contact. I'm hoping he'd give me at least 25k for that.
No, but he doesn't. He doesn't. Right. So in this one, he wouldn't know that you've foregone the chance.
Oh, 25k. 25k,
If it doesn't play any benefit to me, I don't want him to win.
basically. Because I would still give you money of 25k, whether I'd won it with that choice or not. Once I'm set, my money's not going towards me. If I'm set, I don't need money.
Has he got an answer?
Money doesn't fix problems, says all rich people.
Says only rich people.
It says only rich people. I can't think of a single problem I have right now that wouldn't be fixed by money.
I'd go with 25k because then I know what I can invest it in and make more from it and probably make more than 100k. That'd be set. And then I can hand out more.
Would you rather be in a zombie apocalypse or a robot apocalypse? Something like a Terminator.
Zombie apocalypse.
Zombie.
Because the amount of games I've played,
so much harder to kill.
the amount of games I've played, I reckon I'd be.
You watch the Terminator films.
Yeah, and the Terminators are fucking impossible to kill.
Yeah.
So, and let's be real, Arnold's not on our side in this.
Yeah, there is no Arnold in this.
Yeah,
Same
there is
with
no Arnold.
our robot
so-
as well, like that shit. No.
Yeah,
I mean, there is an Arnold in this, but he's not.
Yeah, our Arnold is just the dude that ransacked California of a load of money, not an actual Terminator. But I think I'd go with the zombie apocalypse because I've got contingency plan after contingency plan.
With zombies, they've got a pretty standard level of attack. They walk towards you and try to eat you. Robots will evolve and learn and just get far too intelligent for
what type of zombies would we have? Would we have
Would we have variations?
the Walking Dead sort of style where there's like shamblers and different stuff, or would we go like? Have you ever played Dying Light? Go like.
I think the Walking Dead zombies are all kind of the same. There isn't really different.
Because in Dying Light, the game, you have like normal zombies like walkers, and then you have recently infected called virals, and they like sprint everywhere. So they're basically human, but they crave flesh and shit. And then you've got volatiles, which come out at night, and they're like parkour gods.
Well, yeah, it's like the Left 4 Dead ones as well.
Yeah. If it's something like
they're very
that,
similar to
if it's something like that, I'd rather just choose the robot one and die quicker.
I remember Left 4 Dead and zombies running at you like,
Yeah.
The Left 4 Dead zombies are like they can run as well.
As well, what is it with, do you know in like apocalypse movies, what is it with people suddenly have a will to live in like the end of the world?
Yeah.
It's socially acceptable for you to die. Just do it. Like,
I'd maybe have my fun for like maybe a month. Like steal a load of shit.
yeah, but at that point you might as well just keep going.
Drive a load of cars. And then just off myself rather than turn into a zombie. Because I feel like that'd be a painful experience, like transforming.
Yeah, no, yeah. But
If we're talking biologically, like in real life, I feel like that shit would be painful.
Would you like lose sentience if you turn into a zombie?
Yeah.
Do you just sort of like stop thinking, or
well, I
are
don't
you just
think
driven
anyone-
by different things? Oh, I suppose
Yeah.
technically you do die, don't you? So
Well,
it's-
yeah. And then just craving flesh, man.
I mean,
Be
to
weird.
my understanding, zombie, it's like a virus, so it's like you're not hosting it anymore. You're being controlled by a parasite. Is my understanding.
Yeah, I don't think you'd have any
yeah,
recollection at this
I think-
point. I think you'd just.
I think I'd
I
rather.
think for the most realistic, I was seeing quite a lot on this. For the most realistic way for it to happen, as part of the brain called the limbic system, which basically increases your craving of like flesh and stuff. So I think if it was to be real,
Wasn't there a drug that was going about that literally turned people into zombies?
Mamba.
I know
yeah.
there was something else. I think there was a different thing, but I think it was only like a couple cases where it was some.
Yeah, what country was that in?
America,
No,
Florida,
it wasn't. I think it was.
Florida man.
I think it might have been like an African country or something. Off the top of my head.
Right, let's end it off with one more.
Yeah, let's do this.
Would you rather detect every lie you hear or get away with every lie you ever tell?
Detect every lie I hear.
Yeah, I'd rather detect it.
I don't tell that many lies.
Yeah,
Like-
I tend to keep it truthful.
You know, if somebody was like, "Yeah, I could do this," and I'm like, "Bullshit," but why? I'm like, "They're not lie detector going off."
Yeah, and
yeah.
does this mean that you'd never get away with a lie ever with that option? If I could live with not lying,
No, well, it doesn't.
I'd rather know if someone bullshitting me than not being able to get away with bullshitting someone else. I can.
Although there is nothing more annoying than when you are genuinely telling the truth. That to me is like the most infuriating thing.
I'll just go believe what you want to believe. And then
Well,
leave
I mean,
it
you
at that.
don't ever get away with lies. It doesn't necessarily mean that someone wouldn't believe you if you were telling the truth.
Oh yeah. Well, even still, you could just be like, "Yeah, it's a lie," and then they believe you.
Would they believe that it was a lie? Would they believe you were telling the truth?
Yeah.
We just
But then you
say
could
something
cross
everyone
hatch
believes
it and be like, "If I tell this as a lie, even though it's the truth, they're going to believe it." So, but again, that is like
So
one of my
basically,
pet
it become
peeves.
all trust. Like everyone just trusts everything you say.
Silver tongue. Yeah.
Right. So this has been the AM podcast. Thank you for watching.
We've done quite some weird episodes, but
Yeah.
no, they've been good. Yeah, thank you very much for watching. This was episode 8.
Don't forget to throw us questions.
Questions,
Should we take challenges?
challenges, anything. Just
Yeah.
think of something funny we could do. We're happy to try and do it on camera.
Yeah.
We've got a few weeks to sort, so sort yourselves out.
We want to do a special episode 10.
Yeah.
Find stuff at us. Put it in the comments. Put it on our Instagrams. Anything, just in some way, so we can sort of clip it and put it in.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you very much for watching.
We'll
Hope
see
you've
you next
enjoyed.
time.
We'll see you soon. I've not been Alex.
I've not been Owen.
Who's Owen?
Mez.
Is this the AO podcast?
Ayo. Ayo.
Sorry.
Hey, yo, what's up, baby? Take me out to dinner.
I like.
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo.
Right, so, yeah, thanks for watching. Peace.
Ariana Grande come down to Coney Island. Take out the cyclone. Bing bong.